The 95th edition of the Red River Shootout has national implications. ABC Sports welcomes you to Burger King College Football today. It is 10th ranked Texas and 12th ranked Oklahoma. Here in Dallas today, neither team has practiced in weather anything like this. 95th edition of this rivalry. If you have grown up with it, there are goosebumps on your arm. If you haven't and this is your first time, fasten your seatbelts and put your seat in the upright and lock position. We are in for a wild ride. On third downs early this year, and this is going to be a 3rd and 15 on their first third down try. It's complete to one of the true freshmen, Roy Williams. He's got about 6. Oklahoma does exactly for Oklahoma in support of the senior Josh Heupel, who had a brilliant start to this game 1 year ago, hitting 11 of his first 12 as Oklahoma jumped to a 17-0 first quarter lead. Heupel over the middle has Antoine Savage, and he's close to another Oklahoma first down. Back-to-back first downs for Heupel out of the shotgun to begin. They try the middle screen, and this one is open for him. Savage has a extraordinary number Texans put up defensively, leading the Big 12 in third down defense. Heupel going to go for the end zone, got a man, touchdown. Andre Woolfolk on a perfectly thrown ball by Josh Heupel, and just like a year ago, Oklahoma strikes quickly.
Great work by quarterback and wide receiver.
Duncan will add the extra point. Applewhite has Hodges Mitchell over the middle. If he can beat the one man, he'll have a shot at it. He does. Bounces off the second and has a first down. Derek Strait, the cornerback, had the last. Stoops, defensive coordinator, Kansas State and at Florida. Won a national championship with Steve Spurrier. Another 3rd and long for Applewhite. This time over the middle. He's going to be close to that first down. Mike Jones, the tight end, it appears he's in the driver's seat now. Facing a 3rd and long for the first time. Heupel thinks about running for it. Great decoy. He finds Griffin for a first down. Great awareness, too. Heupel, the shovel pass, which they use so effectively. Griffin popped several big plays with it last week, and he's got one here. 20% of his receiving yards are yards after the catch. Now he'll try some yards after receiving the ball, and he is close to another first down down near the 30-yard line. Oklahoma.
It was largely due to the fact that they could not get a ground game going.
Heupel on first down. Now it breaks down. Flares it off. Complete. Matt Anderson. 1st and goal now. That's Fagan, the receiver in motion, bottom of your screen. Heupel. Out of bounds, inside the 1. Trent Smith. First 11 minutes of this one. Quentin Griffin is the setback. He'll get it on the option, and he's there.
Cole Pittman, the defensive end, 2-on-1, touchdown Sooner.
Majors 5 of 6 to start the ball game, but Texas still in negative numbers in rushing yards. They need at least 1 on third down, and they're not going to get it. Roy Williams comes up to make the big play, and Texas again will have to kick it away. Better shape in the year 2000 than he was a year ago. And it has paid off. He's got a world of time here, and a man over the middle, complete. Damian Mackey, first down and more. Now to the 26. Nothing at the end of 1 last year. Oklahoma with a 14-point lead and the ball, and a quarterback who's playing with a ton of confidence right now. Heupel's got a big gap. He will slide down inside the 13. Griffin is in. Duncan's extra point is perfect. To hit Applewhite. 2 incompletions in a row after a 5 for 6 start. Chris Sims waiting in the background, and down goes Applewhite. Torrance Marshall, the linebacker. They came at him hard. Jersey dirty. Stockton Fourth kick, returnable for Thatcher. Stutter step, trying to get to the outside. He does, cuts back, breaks one, breaks two. He's got a shot at it.
Keep that 3 points in his hip pocket with the big lead.
Fagan around the corner. Inside the 5. Machine keeps on rolling. Griffin's 3rd touchdown of the first half.
Your teams jump up quickly in big games like this, but I would have never dreamt 28-zip with 12:40 to go in the second quarter.
All the Oklahoma fans are in the end of the field that the Sooners are defending here in the second quarter. A big play comes, but the wrong way for Texas. Rocky Calmus, touchdown. And just as the Longhorns were stumbling along the ropes, Rocky delivers one right between the eyes.
Nothing if they're successful on the extra point, and Rocky Calmus is affecting his mobility. He's going to keep on throwing from the pocket. Big hill to overcome in this game.
Cutting back was Hodges Mitchell. Took a big hit and did not.
History of this great Oklahoma program.
Bosworth wasn't too dominating that year, was he? Heupel flares one. Complete Josh Norman.
Norman using his size on the outside.
Works the true freshman. Takes a big shot in the back. That one is going to leave a mark.
Potential matchup against either one of those teams in the Big 12 championship game.
Luttrell is inside the 10. First and goal. Previous coaching regimes at Oklahoma, a lot of these players have battled through a lot of adversity, but today there has been no adversity. Touchdown, Fagan. And the eyes of Texas had been blackened at the Cotton Bowl today. In kicking extra points. He is now 6 for 6. I know. Coming up at the half, Terry will sit down with his brother, Clemson coach Tommy Bowden, discusses sacrifices for success. Love when the Bowdens get together. Finally, a big play. Hodges Mitchell into Oklahoma territory. And the Sooner fans are waiting for it. Applewhite has all day, has a man middle of the field. Another long pass play and a first down. And the Longhorns get something on the board. You bet they can. Hodges Mitchell. Touchdown, Texas. Stockton adds the extra point.
Oklahoma State.
Applewhite hangs in there and is picked off. J.T. Thatcher had 3 interceptions last week, and he opens the third quarter with his 6th of the year. First down. Oklahoma, which went 3 and out, taking no time off the clock on their first possession, will get it right back. And Heupel's going to throw. Has a man. Josh Norman caught it, dropped it, and he's got it back inside the 2. How about Griffin for his 4th touchdown of the day? There are flags down.
There is a flag down on the play.
Offside. Defense. Penalty decline. Touchdown.
Oklahoma in their first 4 games, 2nd in the nation, and 2 today that have gone for big yardage.
Early season.
Heupel's going to run for it. No hesitation. First down. On 2nd and 15.
They had some real success on the ground.
The middle screen is wide open for Fagan. And he's not done. with a great and experienced group of receivers. And he takes over next year. Griffin with another monstrous hole.
The Seminoles fall.
Number 5 Clemson will play a little bit later. Some of you will see that one on ABC against NC State. Heupel just tucks it.
Josh Heupel on the key.
Tim Duncan will try a 37-yarder. It was wide left. People like us calling them the second-team offense. Sims completes one to the tight end Mike Jones. Third down has been a problem for Texas. Sims flares it out. He's got Williams, but where are they going to mark him? Shorty, who has been exceptional this year for Oklahoma. On fourth down, I believe he's got this. They gave him just this. Punches up on the dish, ESPN game plan, whatever it takes. With Artie Ellis, freshman receiver, in motion. Sims on second down. Another quick out. Williams has got it. Now clock down to 2. Sims going to throw it deep. He's got Williams down there, and it is knocked down by Michael Thompson. And then very nearly intercepted again. Oklahoma football. Camp Bay 3-2. The Vikings undefeated. One of the real surprises of the NFL season. This play has worked huge for Oklahoma today, and this might be the biggest one of all. Savage is pushed out inside the 25.
The schedule a year ago is being part of the question. A pretty soft schedule coming into this game for Oklahoma.
Luttrell puts it on the ground. Texas should have it.
Going to number 35, Seth Luttrell.
And the first turnover coming in by Oklahoma. Little I formation here for Texas. Sims under a lot of heat, and down he goes. Roy Williams coming on the safety blitz. You've just won your rivalry game on national television by a huge score. It is on the ground, and guess what? Oklahoma's got it back. Michael Thompson. In control of the Big 12 South with a win today, as Griffin has his 5th touchdown of the day. The sophomore from success, especially with Quentin down near the goal line this afternoon. Duncan, one of the few starters on the Oklahoma team from the state of Texas. There was a time in this game where 10, 11, 12, 13 of the Oklahoma starters would be kids from the state of Texas. He was not recruited by Texas. Duncan has the shot, doesn't get it. Ike will be caught from behind and pulled down. Michael Thompson.
Towards the end of the second quarter with a touchdown or two, but Oklahoma having none of it.
Sims has time, goes end zone, incomplete. Might get a flag, and we do.
In Oklahoma's history in this rivalry game.
Kenny Hyder moments ago. A couple of years. That's Fagan again in motion. Quentin Griffin still going strong. Turns the corner. Halloween, you're thinking, do I want to take the red shirt off of there? But obviously they needed him in the stretch. Look at Heupel throwing back across his body. Trent Smith, the tight end. Inside the 2.
Everyone in the stadium knows where the ball's going here.
6 touchdowns for Quentin Griffin. For a long time to come. Are they ever going to enjoy the drive back north? Complete.
Of the Red River, that's for sure. And I think that's why we saw Heupel in the game so long.
Sims' pass is deflected and falls incomplete. It'll bring our 4th down. There's Works again, getting some. And they might not have to snap it again. There have been many surprises in the history of this rivalry. This is not an upset here today, but the margin of victory and the sheer dominance at the line of scrimmage has been stunning. There is a new player in the BCS title chase, and it resides in Norman, Oklahoma. And